Hi, if this is your first time here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Or if you're like me and you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Chaotic Girl, and for this video, it's actually going to be a very special video. It's for Valentine's Day, which is today. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you guys have a great day, not just with your partners, but also showing love to yourself, your friends, and your families. So don't forget, today is the day for love, even though you should be showing love every day. Let's make today a special day. Now, before we get into the project that I'm going to be making for today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, don't forget to join me over on TikTok and Instagram at chaoticgirl_crafts, where you'll be able to see pictures, reels, and TikToks of this project, as well as previous projects and projects that I'm currently working on. So I'll see you guys over there. So for today's project, I actually have this very beautiful metallic red yarn that I was able to get from the Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn metallic in the color red, and it has silver metal pieces. I'm not sure if you can see that great, but it is silver and red. So I was thinking of making a heart top or a heart-shaped top for today's video. So I have my 5.5 millimeter hook, which is what the yarn is calling for. And I also have my safety pins, my scissors, my measuring tape, all of my materials that I need, which of course are down in the description box below. So you guys can always just check that out so you can have everything ready to go once you're ready to get started. But for this project, you do need to know how to double crochet and how to increase in a double crochet, as well as how to double crochet in the round or in a half circle for the two top parts of the heart. So we are gonna get started with that project now, and let's see how it goes. Okay, now, right before we get started, I do wanna give a little bit more of a description of what my plan is for this top. So I do want it to make it a heart shape or love heart shaped. So it does have the two lumps at the top, and it's gonna have the point at the bottom. It's going to be cropped just because I don't want the heart to be very misshapen. I don't want it to be too wide, but I also don't want it to be too long. So I am gonna try and find like a middle ground for the shape of the heart. But like I said, you do wanna know how to increase in the double crochet. So that's 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, because that's what we're gonna be doing for the cone part of the heart. So you are gonna wanna know how to do that. But my plan is to have it so that the heart is obviously in the front, and then in the back, it would just be a tie close with straps for the top. So that's what we're going to be working on now. We're going to get started on the cone part. We're going to work the heart from the bottom up. So we're going to get started on the cone part now. And of course, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so to get started on this project, we're just going to go ahead and start with our slip knot right there. Put the hook through it, and I'm going to just make 1 chain. Now, if you do like to start your rows off with chains, you would go ahead and make 3 more chains after this. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. And that would actually count as your first double crochet. And then what you're just going to do is make 2 more double crochets into the 4th chain from the loop. Sorry about that. And this is what it would look like if you did start off with the chains, and then from here you would continue building up. However, I don't like the way that chains look on the edges of my project. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this case, since I don't like the way the chains look, I'm going to go under the little lump, which I'm hoping you can see that little lump right there between my fingernails. We're gonna go under that, because if you go just like regular through one of the side loops, you're going to be pulling up the yarn. You're basically twisting the yarn around your hook, and we don't want that. So we're going to go under that little loop there at the back of the chain right there, yarn over, pull through, and that's locking the loops in. Yarn over and go through 2. That's our first single crochet. Again, yarn over. After you go through the back leg, of the single crochet, you're going to yarn over and pull through, so you build up your second loop. then yarn over and pull through 2, and that is the stack single crochet, which is going to count as our first double crochet. So now we're going to go ahead and do 2 more double crochet into that chain. 1, 2. And now this is actually the way that I'm going to continue to build up the cone. So for this second row, we're just going to turn our work. We're not going to make any chains or anything like that. We're going to do 2 double crochet into this first stitch. So of course I'm going to start with my stack single crochet as my first double crochet in this stitch. And then we do another double crochet in that same stitch right there at the corner. 1 double crochet in the middle stitch. We're not increasing there. And again, 2 double crochet at the end. That's 1. 2. And like I said, we're just going to continue this same way. So we're going to continue building up the cone by doing 2 double crochet in this stitch at the beginning and 2 double crochet in the stitch at the end. And I'm going to keep building it up until I get to the point where I'm ready to stop building up the cone, so I can show you guys what it looks like, and we'll continue from there. Okay, and that's row 2. So this is what the cone of the heart is looking like now. So what I'm actually going to do from here is I'm just going to go ahead and chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet all the way along the edges to the point, and then again along this other edge ending here. And so I'll come back and I'll show you guys what it looks like once the single crochet has been added to the edges. Okay, so as promised, I'm back and I've finished the portion where I'm going to be increasing. So what I'm going to do now is just do 2 rows where no increases happen. So this is what the cone is looking like. Sorry. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. So like I said, I'm just going to do 2 rows where I don't do any increases at the beginning or at the end. So I'm just going to double crochet all the way across. Okay, that's 1 row. Now we turn and we do row 2. Again, no increases at the beginning or at the end. Okay, and that's row 2. So this is what the cone of the heart is looking like now. So what I'm actually going to do from here is I'm just going to go ahead and chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet all the way along the edges to the point, and then again along this other edge ending here. And so I'll come back and I'll show you guys what it looks like once the single crochet has been added to the edge. Okay, so I finished the single crochet border all the way around, and this is what the cone looks like. So now we can get started working on the cups, which would act as the 2 lumps at the top of the heart. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm ready to get started working on the bra cups, or in this case it would be the rounded parts of the heart. So I did look up some videos on how to make bra cups in crochet for this project specifically since I wanted them a bit more rounded, and the ones that I know how to make are more triangular. So I am gonna follow that video, which of course I did link in the description box below, but it does say to measure from your nipple to the bottom of your breast, which is exactly what I did here. So that's what I have here, which is about 4 inches. So what I'm going to do from here, because it also says to measure from the nipple to the back of the breast. So that's another 6 inches. So I'm just going to be working single crochet from all the way until I make it to 6 inches. So right now I have 15 chains here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on those single crochet. So I'm going to skip the first chain from the hook, go right into that back of the second chain, yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over, and complete my single crochet. And I'm just going to single crochet all the way across this row and until I make it to 6 inches, and then I'll come back and show you guys what to do next. Here I am just measuring the bra cup against myself to make sure it's the right length. Okay, so as you saw in the previous clip, I have finished the first portion. This is from my nipple to the bottom of my breast is the width, and the length is from my nipple to the back of, or the end of my breast under my armpit. So this is what I'm working with right now. So what I'm going to do here is just do a row of single crochet all the way across the top, and then I'm going to single crochet 2 into this corner here where the waist yarn is, where the tail is, and then again more single crochet to the other end here. So it's going to be worked like this, and then I'll just come back and forth until of course I have the height that I need. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, and I would suggest you try and put at least 1 single crochet into every row from the previous, or from the previous panel that we already have worked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to do a single crochet into every single crochet at the edge here, which might be a little bit difficult, but it can definitely be done. You just have to, make sure that you're going into the correct stitch and just going ahead, putting the single crochet right at the top. And working it through so that it looks nice and smooth that way. So I'm just going to continue the rest of the way, and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like once this first row is done, and then we'll continue working from there. Okay, now like I said, I'm going to put 2 single crochet into this last corner stitch. So at the end I should have 26, since I have 25 rows across, And of course I'm putting 2, so that 1 extra right here in the edge. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and turn our work, and we're going to continue single crocheting all the way across this edge as well. And I chained 1 at the end. So now I'm just going to keep building it up from here. This is what it looks like with the, this is what it looks like with the single crochet all the way around the top, the corner, and the edge. So I'm just going to continue from here until the bra cup is, let me show you, the size of the one I already have made. So this one here. So I'm going to continue for 10 more rows until I have this shape here, which is going to serve as the top portion, the little lump portion for the heart. So I'm just going to do that now for this one, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's done. It's just going to be single crochet, so you don't have to worry about any special type of stitch. But again, don't forget to check out the description box where you can watch the video where the person made this. That's the person I learned it from, so this is what I'm doing now, whatever they taught in that video. So don't forget to check out that video so you can make one of yours. You can make your own as well. Sorry. Okay, so here is the completed bra cup. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do like I did when I started on the other side here. I'm just going to do single crochet all along this edge here, and then I'll go ahead and cut off the yarn, and it is completed. Okay, so here are the 2 bra cups together. As you can see, they make the little humps like I wanted, and also thankfully, since this part is straight, I can actually use it for part of the back panel. So I'm gonna be building the back panel off of each end here once I attach it to the base. But this is what the cups are looking like. Okay, here are the three main components of the top. We have the two bra cups and the cone for the heart. And I'm sure you can see it a little bit here, but there is the lumps. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to attach these three pieces, and then I'm also going to make sure to extend the sides of the cone here where they meet the cup, so we can continue, or we can make the back panels that are going to go around the back, and of course the straps as well. But I'm going to attach everything first just to make sure that it looks right and the way that I want it to. I did already go ahead and mark off the center of the cone, so I'm ready to just start from the center of the cups out. But this is what everything looks like as of right now. And of course, I'll show you what it looks like once it's all sewn together. Okay, just before I start sewing, I just wanted you guys to see what it's looking like. And it is exactly what I thought it was going to be. I'm so happy to see the vision coming together. So I'm going to sew everything together, add on the back panel. And of course, I'll show you guys how to add the back panel. But let me just sew everything together first. And then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like once it's one piece. Okay, so I did completely forget to come back and show you guys what it looked like once everything was sewed together, but I am ready to add the back panel. Now what I did was I actually went 4 rows into the cone portion of the heart. So it's the 2 rows with no increases, and then there are 2 rows with increases. So in order to make up for that little slope there, I'm actually going to go ahead and chain 3. And those 2 of those chains are going to act as a double crochet, and the third chain is going to act as a chain 1. So I did skip one of the rows from the slope, or from the side there, and then I added another double crochet. Now I'm going to go ahead and do another chain 1, and then I'm actually going to add a half double crochet, since we're to the portion where I didn't do any increases. And I do want to note that I'm making sure that that little knot that you see in my yarn is actually staying on the wrong side, or on the inside of the project, so it doesn't show on the part that I'm trying to show. So I'm going to put a half double crochet as close as possible to that little panel there. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and just do a slip stitch into the panel so that I can attach what I just finished making to the main portion. So I'm going to do a slip stitch there, and that's attaching the 2 of them, and then I do another slip stitch in the row above it just to start the next row. So that basically acts as my chain 1 for the single crochet. So now I'm going to single crochet across until I make it to the end of this row. So I'm going to put a single crochet in the half double crochet from the previous row, a single crochet in the chain space, a single crochet in that other half double crochet, another single crochet in the space, a single crochet on the double crochet, a single crochet in the space, and then we're actually going to put a single crochet on the second chain. So that's going to be the top chain. So that's 1, 2. On that second chain there, we're going to put another single crochet, and that is going to be the end of this row. So what I'm basically going to be doing from here is I'm going to double crochet all the way across until I finish that first row of double crochet. So everything in this row is just going to be double crochet, and this is going to be the first row for that back panel. So here I'm getting started with my stacked single crochet for that first double crochet. As you can see, I go into that back leg of the single crochet there and just build up another single crochet. And again, like I said, I'm doing double crochets in each stitch. So we're not making any chains, we're not doing any increases or decreases here. We're just making double crochets all the way across. And I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like once the first row is completed. Okay, this is that first row of double crochet completed, so I'm just going to continue building it out for another 10 more rows so that I have a total of 11 rows, and I'll show you what to do on the 12th. Okay, so this is the 12th row, and so what we're going to do here, I'm going to get started with my stack single crochet for that first double crochet in the row, and I'm actually going to go ahead and chain one, and this is going to be my first hole for the string that I'm going to put through it, and then I'm going to go ahead and do 4 double crochet over the next 4 stitches, and I'm actually going to continue it this way, where for the 5th stitch I'm just going to do a chain 1, skip that stitch from the previous row, and then do another 4 double crochet, and I'm going to continue that way. So it'll be 4 double crochet, chain 1 for the 5th, skip the stitch from the previous row, and then again 4 double crochet until I make it to the end of the panel. And if all goes well, at the end of the row, you should be able to skip 1, make that chain 1, and finish with a double crochet in that last stitch. Okay, then don't forget to chain 1 to end your panel, and this is what the back panel looks like attached. Now, I actually really do like the way that it turned out because it is perfectly attached to the top of the project as well as to the cone, but this is what it looks like. So this is what the project is looking like with both back panels attached. Now I did go ahead and mark off the parts for the straps, as you can see by the safety pins. So I'm just going to be doing simple half double crochet straps, nothing too fancy, but I am doing it over 4 stitches. So there you can see the 4 stitches, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I ended up doing 40 rows for each strap. Okay, so now I just have to make the string to tie it up in the back. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys how I got started on that string. It's just a simple chain. All I did was chain 300, which, as you can see, I'm here counting the stitches that I'm chaining. So all I did was make a chain of 300, and I did make sure to burn the ends. This is acrylic yarn, so burning the ends was perfectly fine. So once I completed it, I just cut off the excess yarn, burned the ends on both sides, and then it was completed. Here is the completed top. The heart looks beautiful. I feel like it's perfectly defined, and look at the back. This yarn is amazing. The sparkle is everything for me. But let's see what it looks like on. And now we get to see what it looks like on. So here it is, the completed top. I absolutely adore the way that it turned out. I love the yarn. I just love the top. I love it. I'm super happy that I was able to make this, and I made it just in time for Valentine's Day. So as you can see, I'm showing you guys how I'm styling it with my red mini skirt right here. And it's super cute. It's absolutely the perfect shade for my skin tone. The little silver flecks definitely add to the top and to the outfit versus taking away from it. And I love everything about this. The yarn is soft. It's super comfortable. It's actually pretty warm, so I don't think I'll need a super heavy jacket to go outside. It's not super cold today, so thankfully I won't be freezing my behind off, but this top is perfect. And well, I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely see the little heart shape that I made. So my vision came to life. I'm super happy with this top, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me make it as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great evening, and like I said before, don't forget to celebrate Valentine's Day even if you don't have a partner. Self-love is just as important as love in a couple and in a relationship, and of course we have our friends and families to show love to as well. So don't forget to show everyone just a little bit of love, just a sample of what they could be getting for the rest of the year. So have a happy Valentine's Day, have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, don't forget to join me over on TikTok and Instagram, where you'll be able to see reels, TikToks, and pictures of this project, as well as projects that I'm currently working on and previous projects. So don't forget to check us out over there. Now, have a great day. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.